Chauncey can beat Tiger Woods in golf these days.
Oh,
Wednesday,
wow.
that's a statement. The Jazz upset the Rockets behind a playoff career-high 27 points from Joe Ingles. They led for most of the game, had 6 players in double figures. How did it happen, Coach?
We can correct everything, and we can correct our energy, and we can correct the necessary focus that we need to have. And you know, you get lulled into sleep. You think this stuff's easy. It's not easy. It's the NBA. It's semifinals. It's not easy. And we kind of get lulled into it, and we paid for it.
Lulled to sleep. You buying it?
Yes, I think the Rockets actually lost a little respect for the Jazz.
Oh.
Beat them by 18 a game, 4 straight in the regular season, and then beat them pretty easily in game 1. Probably just felt like, listen, we can go out here and mess around with the game a little bit and just turn it up and win the basketball game. Well, they forgot that's a very good basketball team on the other end. They're going to stay consistent, play defense. They got a special young player in Donovan Mitchell who was absolutely that during the game. So I think, you know, they just they got to pick up their respect level for this team.
No, I don't think they got lulled to sleep. I mean, you don't just make it to the second round just having to pop up in there. You're a quality basketball team. I mean, it's like you probably got Quinn Snyder or something like that. How about that?
Quinn Snyder.
You got Quinn Snyder. I mean, he made the necessary adjustments.
Sounds inappropriate.
And you know, the Rockets can't defend them right now for some reason. The Rockets, who have been a great defensive team all year long, can't defend the Jazz for anything right now. They're shooting 50% every single game in the series. So, I mean, look at that, not getting back in transition. If you watched the game last night, the pick and roll was open all night, either for the roll man or the corner shooter. Joe Ingles going for career high in the playoffs. I mean, this is not the defensive team that we saw all year long. So it's not lulled to sleep. You got Quinn Snyder yesterday.
You guys know this as well as anyone. I'm glad you went there, Paul. They didn't get lulled to sleep. It wasn't about their energy not being there. It wasn't about their focus being there. They got beat by the team that played harder and wanted it more, and was able to reinvent itself as the season progressed. And as you guys also know, as series change, you have to be able to play different. And what the Rockets have been doing all year is beating teams with the isolation. Well, teams are saying, okay, James, we're going to try to force you right, make you a volume scorer. And CP3 rendered ineffective as a playmaker. He only had 3 assists. That's a playoff career low. And then you got guys coming off the bench. Your Buffalo Burke.
Yeah, Alec Burks.
Crowder played well, was contributing and knocking down shots and bringing in toughness to the squad. And Dante Exum, who's a forgotten man. Yeah. So those guys are getting minutes because Rubio was out. And they still came in and led the team.
I mean, how much is that, too? Rubio goes out. I'd imagine that plays mentally a little part of, well, now they're down another guy. This should not be that big a deal.
And to that point, that's another reason why I'm so impressed with Donovan Mitchell. Played 2-guard all year with a very good facilitator in Ricky Rubio. Ricky goes down. They say, okay, Donovan, we need you to not only score, but we need you to make this puzzle work. And he did a very good job of just hitting rollers, hitting cutters, hitting the swing. I mean, he did a very good job. And not forgetting about himself, too, being aggressive.
Yeah, that's the best I've seen him play all year long because, you know, you look at him as just a scorer, but when Rubio went, it's like he transformed his game. It's like he gave the game what it needed. It was like, all right, he took his shots, and he could have had 25, he could have had 35 if he had made some of those shots. Right. But it's the way he made his players better, finding them down the lane for all the assists. He rebounded, he played with passion, and he played with poise. You don't see that from a rookie these days. Second round of the playoffs, the best player on the team playing with the type of poise he's playing with.
Yeah.
The identity of these teams are vastly different. And you can look at the stat sheet and see when Rudy Gobert is able to be effective, getting points, getting boards, getting blocks, and Derek Favors is scoring in double figures, that means that they're able to slow down Houston, who's going to play 5 people around the three-point line. So that's going to be something that Houston got to try to figure out.
Did you see enough from the Jazz last night to sway you from your original gentleman's sweep prediction?
I did not. I still feel like Houston, if they get focused, they can find a way to win this in 5. But I'm not going to give them an excuse for losing that in game 2.
I saw something. I saw a team that's hungry, that's well coached, and a great defensive team. Now, when you put that combination together, that team.
You gonna pick them?
I'm not gonna all the way pick them, but they're gonna be a tough out. I think this series can go 7 games just based on the coaching, the defense, and the sensational rookie that they have.
And I'm thinking 6. I think that Houston gonna get 1 in Utah and then kind of close it out. But I seen something too, Paul. I mean, this team they're hungry and they don't respect the Houston Rockets. They're not scared at all. They're here to play, and I can respect that.
And one more thing, before going into the playoffs, I thought Houston just would be happy. Like, we made the playoffs, guys. We had no expectations. It's like Utah. They we made the playoffs. They're just happy being there.
Yeah.
And since watching them versus OKC and Houston, they're like, we're not happy being here in the playoffs. We're here because we feel like we're one of the better teams in the league, and possibly we could end up in the Western Conference Finals. That's the mental approach that I see them when I watch them play.